Oh,
Okay, let's continue then. So, Gwen, are you gonna change your mind and leave through the passageway?
I don't want to metagame, but like,
It's up to you.
I was close to the passageway, and Miguel's at the stairway. Probably. You know what? Yes, let's go to the passageway. Yay.
Okay, you leave by the passageway. Riadal and Marcus stay in the room. Marcus.
Hey, Readalt. So, any idea what's going on in this city?
Well, it's best we don't share it with that one until they get their head in order, but... I'm actually starting to think that there might be something powerful and demonic here. I've picked up powers being used when it wasn't me or Webtoon multiple times, and it's strong. It's really strong.
Well, whatever it is, it's making the mortals seem to have been in the streets at night, and I saw animals attacking people. I think they were supernatural too. The people, not the animals. Like a flock was attacking a single person.
What the actual fuck?
And unless mortals were somehow able to break bird necks in amazing amount of time, that was a supernatural being. I don't think it was a vampire either. So,
Well, animals here just seem to watch me and back away from me, and that is never a good sign. They shouldn't feel that kind of stuff.
I have been under constant, vampiric invisibility as often as I can.
Good, good, that's smart. He
Things just
pulls
don't
out.
seem right.
He pulls out a something transparent from the bundle he was carrying. This is for you.
Oh, what's that?
As you pick it up, you can see that it's a mask made of something transparent like glass or crystal, but it's not one solid piece as like you would think, but it's almost like a chain mesh that seems to shift in your hands.
Huh, that's interesting.
Put it on. It should, if it works as it should, make it easier to get people to see things your way.
That sounds amazing. He puts it on.
Yeah. Essentially, you would need to tie up a willpower point into this in order for it to be permanently active. But once it activates, it bonds with your face and is essentially so closely linked to it that it's invisible, and it just subtly alters your expressions to help you present the impression you're trying to give, like we discussed between sessions.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just take this down one on willpower
Yeah, and
and
just
sit
write
and note that.
Yeah, just write it down next to the stuff where you wrote down your deal as well.
Yep, right behind it. 1 power loaded to mask. There we go.
Yep.
I presume I just count as having 8 willpower from now on, excluding XP expenditures.
Yes. Essentially, that willpower is bound to the artifact for as long as you are maintaining that link.
Yeah.
And the same goes for the extra damage on the Miss rifle.
That's interesting. That's really awesome, actually. Well, at least I have that going for me.
It's something that me and Webdun came up with working together. I hope it proves useful and helps you survive. Hopefully they're not onto you.
Yeah, me too. I'm starting to get a little bit worried, though. I've been considering possibly, redoing the deal because, I still have that one other point just in case, and it looks like things are starting to get pretty heated in various ways.
See, the problem with that is that I already used all the potential that Gwyn has for making them useful, and I only have one mortal throw left. So I kind of need a fuel in case I need to fight a super powerful demon.
Alright, no problem then. Might need to go over that again if we really start getting into combat. Just redo the points I do have into more combat things rather than that way. But
think
for now, I'll just keep it as it is. That's fine.
Yeah, I think through the link I have with Gwyn, I have enough familiarity with how the celerity works that I could, I think, give you some of that.
Might be useful, but I'm not particularly, good at fighting myself. I usually have to rely on other things like tentacles or stuff like that.
Yes, just it would help
some
with the
to keep
running
in
away.
mind if things start going up. We might need to meet up again and try and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll for this because it's dramatically appropriate. Riedal says, I wonder what's keeping Webdun. He should be here by now.
No idea.
Well, we should wait for him. We have things to discuss, because if it is an actual Earthbound, that is really, really bad. And we kind of need to do something about that.
Definitely. Well, I don't have anything pressing to do or anything, so...
He might be trying to find a safe way here. We should wait half an hour before calling him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. So, dexterity
Unsure if
plus
that is detecting the Invisible Elder, or if that was the Invisible Elder staking somebody. But hey, either way, someone succeeded well.
Oh my fucking god. Let's see, what do malefactors have for Forge Visages? Could he do ag damage here?
I highly suspect that might be the case.
Where were malefactors? Let's roll down and see. That's wins. Malefactors. Oh boy. I'm so excited. This could be like so good. Or so horrible. Let's see. Master Artisan. All the difficulties of all class rolls decreased by 2. Okay, so not promising so far. Increased size. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Plus strength, plus dex, plus stamina. Okay. Thunderous voice. Okay. Individuals within a number of yards equal to the character's fate suffer 4 dice of bashing damage. May be used only once per scene though. Immune to fire, well, that's mildly useless. Blades. The fingers end in curved blades of razor sharp iron inflicting strength plus 2 aggravated. Oh boy.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay. Let's see, and the extra limbs. Extra arms allow character to parry or block hand-to-hand or melee attacks without sacrificing her own attack, or make up to 2 additional attacks of her own per turn. Oh boy, this would come down to initiative, wouldn't it? Because the Elder would be slaying in a way to try and ambush the demon as it came through. There's no two ways about it. The only question is if he would be damaged enough for Demi to take them. Okay, that's highly hopeful. Oh boy. He has a mod of 5 cause celerity. RIP!
Not necessarily rip.
But
Gonna have to see how it goes.
yeah. Still though, yeah. Assuming all of...
I mean, the primary thing about it is that it because I know what it is, it does do, like, real damage to the demon, but it's not like it does, you know, unsoakable damage is the problem.
They can't soak it unless they have a special wizard, and Webdune wouldn't know to activate that because that's a high tormented. They try to maintain their humanity, essentially.
Okay.
So he would activate the extra limbs, but he wouldn't expect a knife like that to be so very, very bad right to its spirit, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So, well, the Elder gets to... I guess I need to play this out. The Elder can attack first. Well, he has a lot of stuff on there. So, let's assume he splits his primary action 2 ways. Wow.
And botches the first one.
Yep, he drops his demon knife. He is attacking with his offhand using an enchanted fireblade. As per, yeah, thaumaturgy. So this is already going south. That I believe is 6 potential damage. Wow. Is Webdune good at killing things, is the question.
I'm not sure it matters if he goes into demon form.
I think it's brawl for these, so...
It is, yeah.
So, well, actually, before we do any of that, let's see if he's able to... He's able to take his form. Oh boy, this could end very badly for the actual demon. Or sorry, not for demon, for the Elder. Unexpected, but we'll take it if that's the way it goes. Well, yeah, he wouldn't have buffed yet. Sorry, Dracalord, it's looking bad for the Inquisitor. No, no, let's use parry because not to use that would be stupid, but it's a difficulty 7 because he dropped a good knife. Okay.
That was a really good parry.
The problem is, well, the demon misses that one, that he gets 6 attacks on his turn, and the Inquisitor can only... RIP! Okay, let's see if he can shank a bitch. So that's 8 and 6. Ooh, that's incapacitated, I think. Snap.
Did the Inquisitor just change his dominant hand?
No, he did not. But the second one is damage.
Yep, second one's damage.
So, the final attack... Yes, it is unfortunately Ag, because he has enchanted blades from the Tremere bitch.
The only real argument would be a possible, degradation because of, the demon being immune to fire, technically, but it is enchanted, so it's kind of iffy.
Yeah, I mean, Kale also said that magical fire shouldn't...
necessarily follow the immune to fire and stuff, which, yeah, I get it.
And that is a total...
But it's also a supernatural immunity to fire, so it's kind of iffy. So, I'd be willing to go with whatever you wanted to go with on it. So
I'm trying to calculate the damage. That would be 5 dice on this one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's fucked, honestly. Because the, well, actually, it's determined by a single roll. Because the demon can move miles before, in his spirit form. So the Inquisitor has to split to pick up and attack.
Oh, yeah, he might have just killed the host.
Yeah. So, shit. Oh, god fucking damn it. Either way, it looks like Webdon is probably going to hell. Okay, he has a lot of celerity, so let's say 4 dice for picking up the weapon, and then split 3 ways. So, 3 times at 6 to see if we... God damn it. Well, I guess that's 1 attack. And let's see what the willpower would work out to here, because if we have to see if he's immediately dragged to hell, I think.
Yep.
Okay, he's not.
Oh,
So
he's good.
He got hurt, but he got away.
Yep. He did manage to get away. Which is actually really unfortunate for the Elder in a way.
Oh, yes. So yeah, we're gonna say
The
that
other...
Webdon can find another host.
Yep.
Gwyn! You walk out of the passageway. There's a shadowy figure leaning over a body on the ground.
Oh. I check. Geek.
You have like 3 minutes left, potentially until the other person takes over. At that point, it's like it could happen any second.
So, shall we figure? How about we just peek? Let's see what's going on.
Oh, no. If the passageway is open, it's open. There's not... Like, you can make it so that I suppose you can hide most of your body, but yeah, if it's open, it's pretty obvious that it's there.
Hmm. So I can't peek. I don't really see anything. This is glorious.
It slowly stands up. Its back is still turned to you.
Do we? Do we, boys? I think we do.
Are you gonna try and kill it?
I mean, this is the passageway that I just went through. You know?
Well, it's the
It's kind of
alley.
dangerous for another supernatural being to be here.
I mean, Demi, he's probably better than Tension. You could go down a step.
Well, you say they're just relying on incapping him before you try.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just do it.
Do you want to try and
Ready,
ambush
aim,
shoot
fire.
him?
Yes, that's what that would be the best, ambush shooting him, of course.
Have you already
I
essentially
also,
tied yourself to the rifle?
it's a very shiny rifle,
So
and I
that's
didn't have
a
one in a
yes.
very long time, and I didn't have one in a very long while.
No, this is actually important. Are you dedicating a willpower point to it or not?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't actually have the spare willpower to give.
No, it's not spare willpower. It's a permanent willpower point.
Yes,
Oh, you
but
dedicate
I would say that probably the temporary willpower point that fills that box would go into there as well.
So that means I'd have to be at 0 temporary now willpower and
Yes.
6
Yeah.
permanent?
Which means that
Yes,
you
you
would
would.
essentially be... like, as you were walking down passageway, there was enough time for you to attune yourself. But at that point, you would only be concerned with survival until you got a point of willpower back. Or whatever fit your nature.
Well, if it's what fit my nature, I'd still be able to do my duty, so to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the demon asked me, right? So if that's the case, I mean, yeah.
Let's actually move you down to the alleyways. I mean, this is your chance. You could ruin Jack's day.
I mean, you know what?
That's always a good goal for a session.
I'm, you know, I'll use that. I'll use that one. So -1 temp and -1 permanent willpower, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as I see this shadowy figure, I will be also just reflexively sort of blood buffing my dexterity up to 6.
Okay.
And
Ready,
Yeah,
aim,
let's-
fire.
let's
You
have
won't
fun.
have the time to aim, but you can attempt an ambush maneuver.
Why can't he take just a turn to aim instead?
Because the figure has already stood up and is gonna be looking around in a second.
Oh, that's fine. I was just saying he could just use a surprise round to aim instead.
I suppose you could if you want to forego the ambush maneuver.
No, not trying to meta game, but I'm pretty sure wouldn't the surprise one give me more dice to shoot him?
Not necessarily.
It depends on
It
how
just
well
depends
he
on yourself.
counters. He might have auspex, you don't know how much, and you don't know how much dice he has in perception alertness.
And
Yeah,
you
that
also
too.
You don't even know what in character he has for dodge either. So,
Might just and just another thing, if I do take this one turn to aim, will my merit actually apply and have the difficulty go down then?
yeah, that's the entire
Yeah,
point
okay.
of your merits. And
Yeah,
you'll
I
also
know.
get 2 extra dice and all that. And
Oh,
a
yeah.
-1
3,
difficulty.
1 for perception, and 2 for the scope.
No, he gets 2 from the perception. He has a merit for that.
Yeah, and 2 for the scope.
So 4 extra dice for a turn of aiming, -1 to the difficulty of actually hitting him.
Yeah,
He
I
does
guess.
get a chance to dodge, but
Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. So I'll take that sort of surprise to just aim at him.
Keep in mind though, if you can't beat his initiative, if he moves at faster than, a sedate walk, your aiming gets disrupted.
Here's what I wanted to ask, Jess. Now that I've sort of attached myself to this rifle, would my power object fixation still come into play or not? You did say I did have to kill somebody, so
No, this rifle is so shiny and so perfect that this rifle just can be considered immediately to be yours.
And last thing, I'm sorry. We didn't put wound penalties into initiative, right?
No.
Yeah. So
also, if that is the actual rule, when we actually did when me and you fought with Baltimore and Gwyn, Baltimore would have wrecked your shit even worse.
so
Like generally
So,
we don't put the stuff into wound. We don't put temporary modifications like buff dexterity and that kind of thing into initiative for simplicity's sake.
oh,
Yeah, why did you do that? We've never done that.
I got confused. For some reason, I thought I did. Shit, now I'm gonna have to reload. Let me just put that back.
Rip.
You actually modified your sheet to 6, didn't you?
I just get it's just fucking my. That's how I yell out
Demi,
loud at this
Demi,
point.
Demi, you're a bad. You are such a fucking bad.
Well, I have good news. You win.
Yay!
Yeah, it's a
then I
tie.
get a-
You lucked
then I get-
out.
He didn't luck out. That was the worst roll possible. It just
Yeah.
was impossible for him to lose.
10 out of 10. Thanks, game. So yeah.
Are you sure you... Well, yeah. So, you've taken a turn aiming. He turns around. Sees you. Well, shit, fam. looks like the jig is up.
I hope he has a good athletics score.
Probably does.
Probably does.
Let's see, what does
But,
he have here?
look. We'll just see how good you do.
I hope something decent at least.
I mean, you're just dedicating all this to a single attack. You have a lot of stuff going for you.
Yeah, that's why I'm still hoping.
Let's see. So assuming he was fueled up, he would have about 7 left because he used 5 in the fight against the demon.
Yep.
So not a lot.
Hey,
Hey, if he wants, he can put a bunch more blood points. 1 for dodging, all the rest to attack Gwyn.
Oh no, dodging is a bad idea with his dice pools. Hitting a bullet out of midair would be a difficulty 9 even with all that celerity, and with his offhand he can't try. Yeah, he'll. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, parrying a bullet is usually reserved for a celerity 6 as an actual thing, but if you wanted to let that happen, I could see it doing it too. A really high difficulty.
Yeah. No, he will. Shit, this isn't good. Let's take a look at what he has. You fueled up and he knows you fueled up, so that's not a good thing either. Huh. Yeah. A dot of celerity for dodging, 4 more for shanking you mightily, and his main action for vanish from the mind's eye, namely obfuscate 4.
He'll have to try that real hard. But we'll just have to see how well he can hit him.
Okay, so as I'm still.
Rip!
Damn it. Yeah, just fucking 1 second.
God damn it, I need to open the door as well. Never mind, someone else beat me to it. Charisma stealth. Oh boy. Demi, what is your wit's alertness?
Doesn't know because he's not at the computer.
Yes. Oh, it's nice and low. Sweet.
Sorry about that. Somebody actually came home. So, since I'm already at 6 dexterity, when I'm aiming and I'm just about to shoot him, am I still able to sort of blood buff myself 1 more time to 7?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then.
This is your chance, fam.
Yeah, let's just gotta use everything I got.
I shudder to say this, but you could just be slowly taking the last 2 steps forward as you're stepping out of the passageway and aiming at him to get within point blank.
Oh
So-
my god.
So, guess it's time to roll, kiddo.
You want to get into point blank?
I mean, point blank would be amazing. Just fucking reduce the difficulty.
Yeah, that's what you just said. You could get into point blank with the aim still going on.
If I can, then let's do it. If I can, because there ain't no fucking messing around here. 1 shot.
Well, you get to do it at difficulty 5 for the headshot.
Love it. So now let's count out the dice. So that would be
Plus 4
7.
for the attack roll.
Yep. 7 plus 4 plus your firearms plus celerity.
Wait, I just wanted to ask, how is it plus 4?
Because
You're getting 2 from your aim and 2 from the scope.
Oh yeah, about
you
that.
can see the tiny hairs in his nose just flare.
So 11 and 5, that's 16. That's 21 dice to hit him at difficulty 5, right? That
Yep.
should be it.
Let's see. I think
So
so.
7,
Let me
4.
just check your math real quick. So 7 plus 5, that's 12. Plus 4, we're talking 16. Do you have another 5 in firearms?
Yeah, I have a 5 in firearms.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
21.
21.
So 21 at
Rip.
difficulty 5.
I was expecting to have to, that you would spend a destiny point and the cam would kill him,
That
but
was
fine.
12. So 11
Well-
bonus dice.
11 to 12, that's 23,
24.
right?
24 because it's a headshot.
Yeah, so 24 dice of damage.
Rip! So rip!
Wow, that's not. Wow. That's disappointing. That.
Oh my fucking god! Oh.
Did we
Wait a
actually
second.
get you?
Wait a second. I just realized something. I need to fucking reroll this entire shit again. Fuck me.
Why?
Hey, what did you do?
Wound penalty -1.
You get another
Bro.
chance, don't fuck it up.
So that's 20 dice to hit at difficulty 5.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately.
Oh
it
yes.
looks like he has a lot of fortitude.
Yeah, don't roll
Oh,
the
shit!
actual damage yet, because he does get to dodge. That is very true. He doesn't dodge.
Wow. So
He
that
just
is
has a
11,
deer in the headlights look. His assassin ancestry flashes in front of his eyes as he sees you coming like, oh shit, this is what it feels like on the other end.
Okay,
So
so 13
should
dice,
get a
right?
total 26. 26 in total.
26.
Wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
That's 10's double, so that's a
Yep.
total of 14
14
successes.
So 13 damage.
14 successes, 13 plus 1 from the headshot plus 12 from the rifle, 26.
26. Yay.
Okay.
So shit. Oh my fucking god.
So, quick question actually. I think we carefully chose him something that would increase his damage, but I don't remember what.
We already applied that, didn't we? Oh,
Okay.
Yes, it's not ag though. It's just extra dice of lethal. I gave him the choice between upping his, damage or making it elevated. He chose to have
yeah,
just
but
extra base.
the only different thing you might ask why I didn't choose aggravate, it's because it would have been just like totally noticeable that it's, demonic and whatnot. That's how Chris stated it.
It would have been noticeable that it's supernatural.
Which makes sense. On the other hand, it's a little sad.
Yeah, because he doesn't have fortitude at all.
So, he took 6 damage.
I
take
don't
on
think
myself.
Demi has anything to up it, so yeah, it would be 6. So he gets 1 round to eviscerate Demi.
I mean, I'm sure Demi tried to find a way. I think we talked about, trying to find a way to have 10's double on his guns and such, but we couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
No specialties or anything that would do it.
So willpower point for wound penalties. Vanish from the mind's eye. Okay, he's completely invisible to you.
Yeah, he just went right out.
Now, would he keep
That's nice.
attacking in here? Or... I don't think he would. He would try to abort into running like a bitch with his celerity actions. I don't think so. You just need 4.
I don't remember that happening on Obfuscate 5.
That's Obfuscate 4. 5 is Cloak the Gathering.
Yeah, 4.
A person subject to the vanishing makes a Wits Courage roll. At difficulty 5 since you're a vampire. Which means that you'll be able to react normally after the next turn. Failure means that you just stand there uncomprehending for 2 turns while your mind tries to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Oh no, it does actually state that if they get more successes than the observer's willpower rating, the person forgets the vampire was there in the first place.
Rip. Well,
Why did I just take a shot?
What was I shooting? I heard there was something here. Well,
you know what?
let's
No.
keep moving.
He needs blood. This fucker has demonic powers. He might be able to see through Obfuscate. If he can't, then that's crappy for him, but this dude needs to get shanked. Does that rifle hurt? So, I don't think you have enough aspects to even potentially see through his Obfuscate Demi. So, Dex Stealth to augment the first attack. That's 2 extra dice. Rolling 10 at 7, cause the offhand Luckily for you, the fire would have worn off by now, so that would be a total of 5 potential lethal.
And it just gets everything, doesn't it?
It gets everything.
Please roll to soak.
And I'm gonna get nothing. They got 2.
Okay, he has 3 more attacks. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Demi, you're so dead.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're madly dead,
Shoulda went for
Demi.
the ag net. Shoulda went for the ag. Shoulda went for the
Yeah.
ag.
Should've went with the ag.
I mean, he still would have shanked you, then he wouldn't have even considered running. That's 3 more lethal.
But he wouldn't have died instantly.
That's 1 ag lethal. I'm crippled, yay.
I mean... he might miss one of these.
No, he won't.
That's a good. There is a chance.
Go ahead, roll your
Might
soak.
be successes at some
And I'm
point.
incapacitated.
Oh no, he's gonna shank you for the last one as well. Rip!
Shank a baby. Shank a baby.
Oh, that is just beautiful. Demi, what do we sing?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. Let's see, how intelligent is he? Yeah, he can't leave you alive. The demon might be able to feel your location or some such crap. And you going into torpor again? And they might be able to sneak in and reawaken you in some way. No, 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 no. And frankly, this is
No,
a
this is an actual demon worshipper. Time to get rid of him.
Yeah, he needs blood. He's hungry. Demi, how much blood do you have in your system?
6.
Yeah, that's just enough to heal him. By the way, he will have frenzied in the process. How much temporary
operate?
willpower do you have left?
0.
Well, he fails on the first one. He's gonna eat you.
Yeah.
Rip, you're dead. Congratulations, Inquisition. This fault, bitch.
Congratulations! Gwyn lasted longer than I thought.
You had a chance, but you squandered it. You had a chance. This worked out really luckily for you. It just... you failed to deliver on the killing blow.
Yeah. 26 dice.
Yep.
And successes.
I just have to say, I just think that was a lot better than trying to go for the stealth attack.
Well, well, he would be off
Partly
hunting.
because I'm highly suspicious he's actually a sorcerer. So, that's just me.
That might have some merit to it, because it would make a lot of sense for them to have at least some skill in that, if they're hunting demons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he picked the knife
There's
back up.
plenty of time. There's nothing going on with him. Of course, he has plenty of time to get his knife back.
Unfortunately, Webdun managed to get the fuck away, because... but that just makes it interesting.
Now they will be aware that the vampires have something that can really hurt them.
Yeah, he's gonna be recovering for a while, because that's his spirit that got shanked.
Yep.
For practical
So who's
purposes,
that
he's out for a few weeks at least of this town, so you're just left with Real Dal.
We might be able to get in contact with Triadol and inform him of the stuff, but other than that, I think he's probably just resting.
Mm-hmm. Actually, 5 minutes or so after Gwyn leaves, Riadal just suddenly snaps to alertness and tells you that, well, Gwyn just wanted to talk. Gwyn's dead.
Bullshit.
Oh, that is mildly not good. That is, shit. Shit.
Should we call up Meridol? I think we need to try and figure out what happened.
Call up who?
It wasn't his name, Meridol. The other demon.
That is Webtoon. Riadal is your boss.
Oh, my bad.
I'm gonna put him in the journals because, well, he's temporarily out of it anyway. And the Inquisitor has a fancy new rifle that will be locked in a vault till after Gehenna.
Yep. Should we call up Neptune so we can try and check out what's going on? Oh.
Riadal actually starts quietly calling Webtoon's name. He's not answering. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, he says a vampire jumped him in the alleyway, killed his host and hurt him badly.
Shit.
He was waiting in ambush by the passageway. We need to leave here.
Yes. Presumably, I think Wynn was probably killed then. That probably means it's an Inquisitor.
Yes, that's not a bad guess. And the little girl probably knows my name. She does know my name.
The real question is, who did the Inquisitor follow to find out where this was?
Well,
You have a way to try and figure that out later? I don't think doing it now would be a good idea.
oh no, you're already going
have
up the
full
stairs as
numbers.
you are continuing to talk.
Yep. Okay, good. We're not using the passage. Nope.
Fuck no.
There might be a fucking group out there.
Actually, Riadal goes back downstairs. Summon some tentacles. Find anything that can still burn. Toss it in there as deep as you can.
Oh. Alright, let's give it a try. No blood point. Summon tentacles. Why am I so good at this?
I don't know. Why are you so good at this? Have you made any pacts recently?
Not that I know of. Besides with you.
Okay, so you toss the crap that can still burn down there. I think it was with survival for fire, but I'm gonna check. Ignite. Stamina survival. See, I was wrong. Yay. I think it's just a 6. Yeah,
Awesome news. It happened really quickly.
It's not even a question of speed, it's whether it can ignite at all. Because at 5 you can ignite like metal and shit to burn. So yeah, there wasn't a lot here that was really highly flammable, but there was enough things, and Riadal did well enough that there's a respectable fire there that should block vampires from following for a few minutes.
That's a great idea. Okay, let's get out of here.
Yep. Gwyn was the last to arrive, And, well, she was with them, and you saw how she looked, so my bet would be on her, because I find it hard to believe that you would have aroused suspicion.
I think that they probably wouldn't have been able to resist trying to attack anybody that first came up anyway.
Yes, yes,
Probably
so...
Gwyn.
Yes, and Webdon was the last to arrive, or try to arrive, so they wouldn't have arrived early enough to see you, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, well, let's get going.
And of course there's that second personality. It could have tipped them off.
Might have.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go. Shit.
Yeah, time to go. I think it's probably time to try and find a way out of the city, if at all possible.
There are other supernaturals here. I keep sensing powers of some kind being used out in the woods. There's a lot of them, at least half a dozen, potentially more.
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, and the hunters, as you call them, are like someone knocked over an anthill. It's a bad time. There's a lot of them crawling around in the woods as well, for some reason.
So, what you're saying is, we need to get somebody that can fly.
You get really antsy when... Well,
Well, it seems kind of like things are really, really shit right now. Our allies kind of, presumably his host has died. He said he was ambushed, so I'm presuming it was successful. Otherwise, he would have contacted us sooner, I think.
yeah...
So, yeah, I'd say we're in a pretty bad situation. Disappearing would be the best course of action, if at all available.
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, there's... I can go and check if the vampires are up to anything, I think. I'll call you up and if anything happens, or, just die, either way. But hopefully my cover is still pretty good.
I'd really not do this if I can avoid it, but if I'm willing to push myself, I could potentially fly and carry you out of here.
Let's use that as, like, a last resort. We'd rather not we want to use as few resources as we can, because the city's already pretty terrible. Would rather try and minimize that. But
It's
it might
too
be an
late.
option for, like, the last resort.
No, Marcus, you don't understand. Webdon used his visage. I tried to in here. I've been using powers liberally in recruiting this group. And I'm finding it hard to imagine a fallen that would have grown as strong as what I'm feeling here. And there are a fuck ton of supernaturals converging on here, either to help whatever's here, or fight it, or just get in on the action. God damn it, we need to find a way to nuke that thing. We can't leave it running around. As much as I would like, though, we need to do something about it.
That really sucks. Well, I think the best option then is to try and get the rest of the supernaturals to focus on it, like, as much as we can.
Yes, that's
So
probably...
try and stay low. At most, just try some, converting maybe a couple more people if at all possible. But excluding that, just try and keep on the down low.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. You are you will probably have a better time figure out who can be safely approached. And I'm
think
gonna
so.
I'm gonna get in contact with some of the other Fallen I know, see if we can get some sort of response organized, but it might take a while.
Yep. Okay. Well, good luck on your part, and hopefully I'll have good luck too.
Yeah, good luck, Marcus. And you head off in different directions. And I suppose this is where we split the video once again.